the 5 pictures that you would give a shit about if Best Picture were a up and coming race.
I don't know if I've even seen 5 movies this year.
Yes, the problem. We can't do that with you.
I've maybe seen.
Josh is going to be so
3.5.
lost on Pop.
3.5 maybe.
That's
I've
why
seen
Josh
3.5
isn't here
maybe.
for Pop. He typically is like, all right, well, I'm out. Bye.
Not even here for sports. He's
I'm
here
out
for
on
20
Pop.
minutes.
He pops out.
I'm out on Pop.
Yeah. So wait, are we recording?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So
I was sold on the fitness challenge.
hey guys, welcome to Simon Says for the Fast.
For the fast.
Or the fast.
Our health
Rarely
conscious
furious.
episode that we'll probably do once every 2 weeks.
I'm gonna say every 2 weeks. We're gonna
Every
start
2
doing
I like it.
just to kind of keep everyone, held
Informed.
accountable, and kind of discuss what we're doing with our plans and whatnot.
So, are we all going to, I guess we should all weigh ourselves today?
I weighed myself yesterday, so I'm good to go.
Or,
I didn't get a battery for my scale.
I can literally take a look at you. And
It's an
I
award-winning
probably have
scale. I won a contest with that
wait,
scale.
what did John just say?
I can probably take a look you up and down, and give you an idea of what you weigh.
Okay.
No, but it's the shape is better.
Yes. Anyway, so this cast has been.
Boy, that was a useless compliment you got yesterday.
Yeah, I know.
What was that?
No, right.
Yeah, well, go on.
right.
Continue.
Doesn't matter. We're not even going to talk about that. So, anyways, guys, this cast came about because honestly, I am sick and tired of people giving Lizzo's fat ass excuses for being fat.
Just open up with it.
I'm just
God.
opening up with it. So this whole body positivity thing has been really, really, really eking at
The
me.
views and opinions of the people are solely on the people that state the views and their opinions.
Fuck Lizzo. Anyways, so as a dude,
This is going to get 2 views.
it might
Might
actually
get some hate lists.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely get some hate listen. So as a guy who's been battling his size for a long time and putting in a lot of work to maintain weight or lose weight and yada
Say
yada
fun
yada.
size.
This is a huge pot calling the
say
Kettle
fun?
Black podcast right now.
Yeah,
Can we
this is
say
a
fun
pot.
size? Can we say fun size?
Fun size? No. She's
that
fucking-
large.
Use the
She's
word
obese.
fun size.
I can't believe I've had people
King
try.
size.
Hey,
Queen
the
size.
king size Kit Kat is the funnest size.
I'm just saying, people have been defending her, saying, "Oh, she looks great. Oh, she's just letting people feel good about themselves." I'm
Well,
like,
to restate, I think more
I just
so
don't
what
think
they're
she cares.
saying is that
She's got a lot of money.
they're very appreciative of the fact that she doesn't care.
I think she does care because it's her gimmick. If she lost weight, she'd lose money.
I'm
But
not
she
talking
could be
about
a
Lizzo. I'm
success
talking about the
story. She
people
could
that
sell the
support her.
success story.
hey, perfect example. Look at Adele. Adele dropped a shit ton of weight.
She also got divorced and wanted to
oh yeah.
Spike.
do a
She
bunch
had
of
dope
different
remix
things.
for Marshmallow alone.
Thank you. Anyway, so I've been thinking all
I'm
about.
sure if you
I could
pi-
do pop. I could do pop.
Dude, I'm sure if you pitch Lizzo anything involving marshmallow, she'd get excited.
I'm just saying.
No, I mean Adele and Marshmallow. They had a remix.
Anyways, guys, I've
So
been
did
saying
churches,
that
and then
her
they,
message.
badmouthed him for working with Chris Brown.
I've been saying her message of body positivity is actually more harmful than it is good. Look, I get it. People want to feel better about themselves. They want to feel confident and yada yada.
It's
yada.
a genius niche. The majority of America's fat right now.
That's not a
Numbers.
a
I mean,
majority.
Yeah, the
just
majority.
today,
She is
just
appealing
today.
to the majority.
Like 80% of
I
America
don't
is
think
fat.
she doesn't care. I think we're missing the point that she's rich and she doesn't care.
Well, no. Well, yeah. That's
She
actually
got
it.
some money and she's like, oh, I really.
And
don't care
I
now.
genuinely think
She's
it's
like all rich people.
and she's gonna enjoy the shit out of that for about 12 more years.
And
so
then she can rebrand
yeah,
herself.
She's already
anyway.
31.
She's 31. She's gonna hit 45. She's gonna drop dead from fucking high cholesterol and heart attack. Anyways, I'm just saying, we as a fat.
cardio-
There's
pretty
definitely
good.
some build up anger. in
Apparently,
there.
she's some of the wild feminists think she's in shape because she can perform.
Yeah, I've heard that. She's not obese. She's in shape. I'm
she's
like, that's
active. Look at Ruiz. She's the Ruiz of the music game.
Boxing musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, you actually know how will that work out for Ruiz when he went to
Terribly.
fight 20 pounds heavier?
She is.
Terribly.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He's in the books as a heavyweight champion.
And,
He
and,
is.
and
He
she
is.
has
Can't take it away.
She has sold lots of records and everything. She's
Yeah.
a millionaire.
Absolutely.
She's not going to have to work again.
Yeah, well.
She's choosing to.
Anyways,
And Andy Ruiz really should be like the light heavyweight champion of the world. Yeah,
Yeah, if he fought at a healthy weight.
Dude, if not, he could probably get down to like 170.
He said, I get
He's a
hungry
tiny,
and I
tiny
eat a
guy.
He's
Snickers.
short.
Yeah, he's
he's
very
five. What's he?
short.
5'11"?
so anyways, guys, this whole podcast came about because we are.
Well, we all individually wanted to get better, and this coalesced around the lightning rod of John's opinions.
Yeah, we've all had this feeling of wanting to get better for a while, and this was just someone threw a little gas on the fire here.
Yes.
and by gas, that means me on social
No,
media.
it means Lizzo farted.
By gas. By gas, I mean I literally got on Facebook and called Lizzo a fat cow, and I got ethered like There's No Tomorrow by a bunch of, well, I'm not going to say feminists.
No, in shape women.
In shape
Every
women.
single one of them's good looking.
Basically they're guilty, skinny, good, attractive women saying, "Oh, she's living her best life." I'm like,
Oh
yeah.
my God! Did you see the thing where people were trying to say Lizzo was better looking than Jillian Michaels?
No.
Because Jillian Michaels took a shot at her, right, for health.
Yeah,
a health
exactly.
Well, yeah. I mean,
situation.
it's an easy shot. You can't miss.
Well, especially for a personal trainer who's been on many of the shows.
Who's helped a lot of people lose a lot of weight and
well,
better
Who
their
ac- who
lives.
actually helps people.
in real life, because The Biggest Loser is more of
It's
a
more of a
fraud
television
and
show,
a money
yeah.
train thing.
But anyways, this also comes about with the news of Ethan Suplee, who's the fat dude from he was the fat guy from Remember the Titans.
And My Name is Earl.
And my name is
American
Earl.
History X.
American History X.
Butterfly
And-
Effect.
And
Yeah.
he's the guy who couldn't see the schooner in Mallrats.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah.
So, anyways,
It's the schooner.
this guy has turned around and lost 260 pounds. And for me, I'm like,
That's
hold
a
on,
big
guys.
person.
Hold on, you know what?
That's an overweight man.
Guys, hey, look, I'm going to give you a clap. That's fucking awesome. I mean,
And he's 41?
yeah, he's 41 years old.
Yeah.
What? And I was listening to his podcast the other day, and he basically said that he met a woman.
Drop the title.
He met a woman.
what's the title of his
Oh
podcast?
yeah. The title of his podcast is oh God,
American Glutton.
American
American
Glutton.
Glutton,
Thank
yes.
you. Yeah. So it's called American Glutton, and in
Not
the podcast,
American History Glutton?
Yeah. If you're gonna say this is the guy we should aspire to, you have to give people a way to get to him.
Yes.
this is very true. He's
Shout
on
out.
his shout out. Yeah,
We're shouting him out.
Can we get a hashtag? Can we get a hashtag? And can we get an ad?
Hey,
He
hey,
needs
hey.
the attention.
Hold on.
Somebody tag him.
He checked my news story the other day. He checked my news story yesterday when I tagged him in my Facebook post or Instagram post. So,
So you
anyways,
wanna go 2 for 2?
this guy, he went out there and dropped 200 plus pounds. He said his main inspiration was the fact that he met a woman or met someone, and he basically was like, I want to be around as long as possible for this person. What does that tell you guys? You got to lose weight. It's not healthy to be fat. No matter how you try to spin it, it's not healthy.
The only thing I got out of that is I'm not a good enough boyfriend.
Yeah, it's terrible too. So, anyways, we've all decided to take and make our lives. God damn it. Anyways, guys,
Glad I woke up for this. This is fun.
we've all decided to theoretically take a look in the mirror and be like, okay, what can we do to better ourselves, at least physically? I can't help you all mentally. Lord knows I can't help myself. So
I started early. Went last month. No drinking. 30 days.
Because you didn't know we were doing this till 12 hours ago.
yeah, you have a head
And I'm
start.
right back in it. And I'm right back in it.
You had a
Dedication.
head start. I did.
He went out for one
Dedication.
night and he's right back in.
I'm right
That's how
back-
I do it.
I had 2 bananas for
Wait a
breakfast.
second. Hold on. Wait. Was
Right
it?
back
I
at
was
it.
with you last New Year's Eve, right? At
Base Nectar.
Base
Roseboro.
Nectar, and I didn't do drugs. I didn't drink, and I started the day
What a
of.
waste of a show.
No, I can enjoy music
your
without
New
being
Year's.
on drugs.
You can, but why would you? You can also run without shoes, but you don't fucking do it.
Anyways, I decided last year to start a whole fitness challenge, New Year, New Me type of thing on New Year's Eve.
New year, new me.
yeah.
Hey, that does work. 2017, I was 320 and I was fat and I was weak as shit. And that's when I actually started. That can work if your mind lets it work.
And last year, last year I saw a photo of myself from someone's birthday. I saw that photo. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, what have I done? What have I allowed? Why would I let this happen to me? And I proceeded to quit drinking. I got on Facebook actually for 3 months. Happiest 3 months
It
of my
always
life.
comes back to Facebook. It
Ha-
always comes back
happiest,
to social media.
Happiest 3 months of my
Always
life.
blaming others.
Shut up.
Always
Happiest
comes
3
full
days of my
circle.
happiest 3 months of my life not being on social media, and I went
So
from
he
three.
got back on.
So
He took himself out of the happiest time of his life
well,
and got back
the thing
on.
is, once you lose all the weight, on Facebook, you need Facebook back to show people you lost the weight.
Yeah, that's
That's
very
true.
true.
That's very
anyway,
true.
so I went from being 320. I got down.
Spike's a great motivator.
I
Yep.
got down. Oh my god, yeah.
It's the best one.
I got down to 255 back up until about June of last year. I hurt my back, and shit happens, and I'm now back up to 290. So right now, I weighed myself yesterday. I weigh about 289, 290, and for now, for at least my personal goal, I would like to drop body fat and drop weight for the next month, and hopefully get down back below 280. That's my personal goal.
You're at 289 right now?
I'm at 289.
In a month, that's a cakewalk.
That's a cakewalk.
Go hard. Go higher.
If
Go
I,
higher.
Oh no!
Shoot
I,
higher.
I want it.
275.
No,
Easy.
I can no. Honestly,
I've lost 20 pounds in a month.
I know me. I can actually shoot for 269 if I really batten down the
Why
hatches.
that
and-
number?
Huh?
Nice.
It's technically 20 pounds below what I'm going to do. Anyways,
Oh, okay, sure.
so anyways,
No
guys,
other correlations.
as of right now,
None.
my current workout is.
He wants to get skinny enough to 69 himself.
How'd you know? My workout goal right now, my workouts have been literally just easing myself back into the gym because about back in June, I pinched my sciatic nerve, and I've lost all trust in my body. I don't really.
not good.
Back injuries are
Back
fucking
injuries are the
miserable.
absolute worst. I've been to the doctor. I've been to the chiropractor. I've done a lot of shit to try and get this issue resolved. And honestly, I am a person who's been going to the gym since I was 13 years old, and I thoroughly loved working out. Love lifting. Love see how much weight I can
Would
get
you
on
say
that
Lessa
motherfucker
trusts
and
her
see
body?
and just go. No, I'm just saying, like, I've always been someone who's been proud and pride myself on how much I could lift.
Lifting heavy weights is the most gratifying thing in the fucking world.
Especially
when you just go in there.
I was looking for a roar after that or something.
you
Like,
almost got it.
roar, like
I'm
really,
telling you.
like get into it.
There's nothing better. The hardest thing is when you want to lose fat and you got to go to higher reps, and you're like, no, I want to lift the heavy thing.
Well, there's some things you can do to help actually adjust that, which would be primarily what you're doing right now, which is more of a carnivore keto type of thing. And
get
honestly,
into that,
that's
yeah.
going to work. So anyways, I'm implementing right now somewhat of a endurance-based workout. I'm doing 4 sets of 12, lower weight, just kind of get my body reacclimated because I literally took almost 9 months off from the gym.
4 sets of 12 is better for your goals right now anyway.
Exactly. So that works for my current goals. I've gone on a somewhat keto-esque diet. I start the morning with Keto-ish diet. I'm also with implementation of an intermittent fast where my eating window is 8 hours and my fast window is 16.
By what time do you generally start eating?
I start eating at around 4 o'clock.
In the
In the
afternoon?
afternoon.
You like to do it so late so you have the freedom to go out.
No,
That's why you do it so
No,
late.
I do it so I don't go out anymore. I do it
Can't be
so
mad at 'em.
I used to do it from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. That way after 6 p.m. I'm not leaving the house.
I do it so
Not
late
bad
because
idea.
I like no. I do it
bad
so late
idea.
because I like to work out late.
Yeah.
I like to be at the
Yeah,
gym.
you do.
I like to be at the
I hate
gym.
working out late.
I like it in the morning.
Yeah.
I like.
Get done with-
I'm a nighttime guy. I like to be at the gym at late. There's no one there. No distractions. Get in. Get
All
out.
the distractions. In the morning, there's no distractions. You got no one
Well,
calling
see,
you, no one texting.
No, there's no distractions at night either.
I work.
All the distractions.
I start work at 3 p.m. So I go to the gym in that window about like 9, 10 a.m. when everyone's already at work, and it's fucking glorious. There's like nobody in there.
It also
I
does-
hate that. I can't stand the Dowd YMCA. It's always packed all the time. It's always full of girls that don't have jobs that are always on vacation.
Oh, those. I love those. Anyways, so that's what I'm doing. Keto-esque. I'm doing.
membership.
I start my eating window around 3 o'clock actually, and I'll have my bulletproof coffee, which is generally a MCT oil and grass-fed organic butter.
You can't shoot it?
I
Why is it
wish.
called bulletproof coffee?
Bulletproof coffee. I'm not actually sure why they call it bulletproof coffee.
It's a good answer.
Feel
That's
invincible
that-
after.
No, actually, I generally don't know. That was, I guess, either the people who started the whole keto thing called it bulletproof, but
It's got Kevlar in it.
yeah, right.
Could be.
But it's got MCT oil, which is a coconut oil base. It's non-solid, so it's a liquid-based oil, and it's got.
I think that was given with the oil part.
Yeah, well,
I mean,
technically-
viscous is still
well,
a
technically,
liquid.
coconut oil is solid, so you know
It's hard.
it's hard. So MCT oil is actually
It's harder than butter.
it's like the ghee of coconut oil.
What
So-
exactly is that? You brought it up the other day.
Well,
I looked
ghee?
it up. It's an Indian
It's
butter.
like butter.
No, ghee is actually
More
it's
natural.
clarified butter. That's all it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you boil out the milk solids from the butter.
Oh, but that for my diet. That's what I need.
Yeah, so you need it. So
So you don't want to boil it out.
you don't.
Yeah,
really
no,
wanna
I
boil
need
it.
butter.
Well, no,
need
no,
all the
the,
milk
it's
solids.
it's still the fat, but you're just getting the milk solids out, which is the lactose essence of the butter. Anyway, so I start the morning off with that bulletproof coffee that actually helps my metabolic window and achieve ketosis quicker. And honestly, it is a hunger suppressant for me. So I actually have a nice, great flow of caffeine because the body metastasizes that caffeine at a slower rate, so I don't get that big old jolt and then crash. I actually like it. It's almost kind of like a creamier latte. And honestly, for me, that's what worked. And I mean, at the end of the day, losing weight and trying to be at fitness and, trying to be fit, and that whole journey is kind of finding what works for you. And I've tried all kinds of things. I've tried all kinds of gimmick diets. I've tried all
agree
kinds of
with him. That's
workouts.
the first thing you said that
Except
made
for
sense today.
fucking, I personally have never tried good old-fashioned CrossFit, but I never will.
It's not even good for you. I mean, it's great.
That's
like,
what I
it's a
meant.
great workout, but your joints are going to die, especially at your weight right now. You have to drop a lot of weight before you even tried CrossFit. I
fuck
feel
yeah.
like all of us would.
All of us would. So
I'm out.
I've,
We're way too heavy.
I've done all kinds of workouts, and I found what works for me. Last year, like I said, I got down from 320 all the way down to 255, and I felt great. Hurt my back, and well, here I am now. So that's my personal goal.
I've hurt everything in my life playing basketball, and let me tell you something. Lower back injuries are the worst by far. are the most annoying. Laying
Everyone
down
has
is
one.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's miserable. All right, everyone
Don't
else.
wanna move.
Everyone else kind of go with what diets you're doing because mine's so ridiculous. I want to go last.
Jerry, what are you trying to do?
My goal is to get back to a 1, which I've done at 2 separate times over the last 8 years. And then I've had friends say it's like, oh, you're too skinny. And then that crashed everything and I got fat again.
Well, just don't talk to those people.
Yes. And so my biggest issue is my lack of food discipline. I eat too much to begin with, and then at terrible times. I will often eat close to a full meal within 30 minutes of going to sleep, which is the worst.
But it feels so good.
Oh, it's so
It does.
tasty.
And then the
best.
sleep is so
Oh,
good.
it's like I'm out. But the worst thing is that often I'm not even really hungry. It's just it's a habit. It's a reaction. It's like, oh, I need to do
Boredom.
this. Boredom. And
Well, I'm a notorious boredom eater.
Oh my God! You go to the fridge, and you just open the door, and you're like,
Me at work
what
is terrible.
It's the worst thing because it's like if I have something in the house, I'm going to eat it, but then I don't want to eat fast food, so then it's like I should have something in the house. So it's a weird cycle that I have to break.
100%.
And so I'm getting better at that. Since February when we kind of started this is the 6th day. So of the 5 days, only once have I eaten anything after. I'd set a first goal at 10 because sometimes I'll eat at midnight, but I've actually only had one meal after 8:30 in the 5 days so far.
So it's not you giving yourself somewhat of
So that's the
it's
first
an eating
thing.
window. You're doing
You
intermittent
go to bed
fasting.
pretty late, too,
Yes,
right?
I go to bed late. I mean,
exactly.
last night I went to bed early at 2 a.m.
Yeah, exactly. So 8:30 is wonderful.
So you're basically implementing a intermittent fast in your diet without
Somewhat.
even realizing you're really doing
Well,
it.
and the other thing is because of my terrible food discipline is once I break the seal on eating something, I want to eat more. So most of the time I'll avoid breakfast because if I eat breakfast, then I'm gonna I want a lunch, and then I'll
Breakfast
still
is
want
the most
dinner.
overrated meal today.
No, I love breakfast so much.
I love
Overrated.
breakfast. Is
I think breakfast is
what?
overrated.
Easily my least favorite. meal.
I'm so much better in the gym when I eat breakfast an hour before I go. Oh my God.
I'll split the difference.
Does that
If I
take-
could have breakfast at lunch, that would be my meal every day.
Yeah.
But
Well,
those,
no,
they take off most of those
The
foods.
whole
in most
idea
of
of
the
breakfast, I
places.
think, is a false concept. I mean, what I think you should do is you should just consider it meals. You're not eating breakfast. You're having a meal though, to start your day.
Yeah, no,
Don't
that's-
think of it as like, oh, I have to wake up and have breakfast immediately. Just think of it as a meal. That's it.
Well, and often before. I mean,
you work
not-
at an airport. You know what it's like to work at an airport.
Well, it's like if I had to be at the
All
airport at
bets
6
are off.
a.m., it's like there's no way I could eat a breakfast before that.
but-
If a 100-degree day, I'm
but-
not eating a full meal before
But
100-degree day.
here's the thing: if he's going to stop eating at 8:30 and he's not going to go to bed till 2, and what time are you waking up?
In between 7 and 8.
So why wouldn't you have an early
No, yeah,
meal? 'Cause
yeah, no,
that's
and that's what
12
I'm
hours.
saying.
yeah.
That's what I want to try and do, though.
Well, no, what I would say is that
I want to flip my entire sleep and eating schedule.
that's what I thought you would be beneficial.
And that's
for
the
you
thing
in
that's
general.
working toward that.
I would just say honestly, if I would try to, I mean, this is my own little bit of advice. I would try. Do you drink coffee?
No.
Do you drink tea?
I drink the sugar-free green tea because I need the caffeine, but I don't want to have the sugar and I don't want sodas anymore. I haven't had a soda in the United States in about 18 months.
I just got back from the Dominican Republic, and the Pepsis only have 18 grams of sugar.
Well, that's because it's the actual cane sugar
Yeah,
too.
and
It's probably so good.
when I lived in Puerto Rico 10 years ago, the soda tastes way better.
Well,
that
and
was
again-
23 grams.
and when
what do we have here? 42.
Yeah,
yes.
because the onset of corn syrup.
Yeah.
And when I say the in the United States is like typically once a year I take a large international trip and it's harder to find things to drink, and so usually I'll drink a soda. But again, because of the regulations everywhere else, it's like half the sugar and it's actual sugar as opposed to corn syrup.
It's not even a regulation. It's just actually just, we have the
No,
we
it
as
is
a nation.
because the Nazi Germany Fanta orange in Germany isn't orange. It's like a yellow orange because
yeah.
they have actual food coloring as opposed to artificial food coloring.
Yeah, well, no, what I'm saying is that we as a nation subsidize the corn industry and use corn as feed, as for everything. So
As for fuel, we paid people for that.
Yeah, we derived it as a sweetener now, and it's super concentrated and super bad for you.
So I've avoided, and I try and avoid all carbonated beverages because the first time that I did that, I realized after about 6 weeks is wow, food tastes better, and it does.
Yeah, as I started this intermittent fasting, I've realized two things: A, I forgot how delicious food is, and B, I completely when you're fasting, you generally have that first bite of your.
You can't wait for your window to start.
It's not even that, but that first
I've done it
bite
brief times.
is normally the best bite of food you'll ever have. You're like, oh my god, I forgot how delicious. Because
Every bite of food is the best
we
bite.
eat. I mean, we as a nation, we generally tend to eat and just eat and eat. We don't eat to sustain ourselves. We eat to entertain ourselves and to fucking out of
a social-
boredom.
it's a
It's a social
social-
thing. So in other countries where people
drink
need
and
it
we
as
eat.
they eat to basically sustain themselves and get through the day. Have you not noticed those countries aren't fat? I mean,
Well, the public transportation assists with that because there's more walking.
A lot more
involved, which
walking as well.
It's a whole cultural difference.
I didn't see one fat Dominican.
But the second thing is
I don't see one fat Costa Rican when I go to Costa
ever,
Rica.
ever.
I didn't see one fat Canadian when I was in Canada.
How are the
the
locals, by
second
the
thing
way?
that I'm trying to do is get
didn't see
into the
'em.
physical activity thing, and the first thing is walking. And typically, I want to get about 30 to 40 minutes a day, and then I do that first thing in the morning. And typically that helps because after I do that, I only want water or something to drink, and then that pushes the eating window back, and then that also helps with the sleep patterns later. These are the things that I've worked before, and on 3 separate occasions, I've lost 60 pounds, 50 pounds, and 40 pounds.
Jeez.
But I gained it back each of the one times, which is the worst part. So I know what works. It's just I got to have the food discipline to begin with, and then the physical activity.
It's a lifestyle change in
It
general.
is, and with most of my work being in the evenings, which a lot of us have that issue, or at least 3 of us. Well,
We have
you
opposite
choose to
schedules.
kind of have that schedule. Is that you do most of the work, especially when I work at the airport, which I don't now. But when it was a 90-degree, 100-degree day in the summer, I did not want to eat in the middle of the day because I'm not going to go back outside on a full stomach at 100 degrees and have to work because you're just going to get
not
sick.
fun.
You're going to feel the
Yeah.
worst ever. So I end up not eating until like 10:30, 11 p.m. and still up until 2. And then it's a weird cycle. But I can break some of that now. But that's the biggest thing. Physical activity, of which I would look at
Gotta get at least 30 minutes a day.
in October and November, if I didn't have a job or left the house, my footsteps would be less than 250.
Well, I was gonna say, do you have a?
And I can tell you exactly what those are.
You have a
Bathroom,
smartwatch or a
kitchen.
Fitbit or anything like that?
Move your fridge
I know, that's the thing, moving further away.
upstairs.
Do you have a Fitbit or a smartwatch or anything like that?
No, that's one of the things I need to do to be more accurate.
Yeah, it's track
on
your
the-
walking.
on the
It's nothing.
walking.
It's nothing like having a watch judge you for being a lazy
And the
piece
thing
of shit.
is
Breathe.
and then when
some stretching.
on the international trips, because of the walking, it's like I'll immediately jump over to 12, 13,000 steps. And it's not something that it's like, oh, I don't want to do it or I dread it. It's just that there's no reason for me to walk lots of places.
Somebody at the music festival had their Fitbit on, and they posted their day of walking, and they burned 8,000 calories.
oh, I believe
They walked like
we easily burned that.
8 miles.
Oh, no.
That first
it's-
day we walked, got the food, walked all the way into the festival 3-4 different times. Easily went down 8,000.
I mean, that's the thing. It's like whenever it's international, you're walking and it's like I'll have like 6,000 steps before like 11 a.m. And it's like, oh, no big deal.
Yeah, they did like 60,000.
And then there's a lot of the places, especially in Asia, that because everybody is mostly fit and smaller, so they're not carrying the weight. It's like, oh look, I walked 70 flights of stairs today. It's like, when did that happen?
I like to walk. Living in Plaza, I like walking outside. Just the crazy things you see, just walking around your neighborhood is ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's especially when it's warm out. Just get up, move, separate times. Because like I said, sometimes you get home and then you just don't want to move the rest of the night.
The hippies are out there doing weird stuff.
Dude,
Once they put the that rail to make that enclose that front porch in front of Common Market. It's like the hippie jail just opened right up at about 3 p.m., especially in the spring and the summer. You go by, it's like, how's it full already? What do they do? They wake up and walk over.
no jobs, no jobs at all.
Anyways, Josh, I've actually kind of noticed that you are looking pretty good these days, my friend.
Thank you.
You've
Your face is thinner.
very thinner. You have a jawline.
Thank you.
Impressive.
Even though we have to look past that beard, you shouldn't have.
Right? We
Agreed.
still have to shave that beard. And you still owe me dinner.
He has time.
I do owe you dinner.
Yeah.
He's got-
If you
he's got
answered
the
your
whole
phone-
day.
We're
if
gonna
you answered your
We're
phone.
gonna shave your beard.
Maybe
We're gonna
dinner.
shave your beard, and we're gonna have dinner at the same
No,
time.
I think the other one.
I want
kinda
that
At the
had
same
a-
time, maybe like one after the other.
No, it's gonna be like Pepper. They're gonna tell me after you when.
It's like the first bet should almost be forfeit because you just let it slide, and the dinner one should almost go because you gave up on the game.
Well,
I had to
Baltimore,
remind you.
I didn't give up. I'm like, no. I was like,
I
you
hit
turned it
Buffalo
on.
over-
It's called a reverse
I hit
jinx.
Buffalo, whoa, I hit Buffalo over 6.5 on you. 6.5 wins that I did not claim, by the way.
When we get to the sports one,
For
we
the
will give you
season-
much credit for this.
So I just want to go ahead and get that 6.5 wins out of there. Buffalo. Bills.
Anyway, so
Bills
what
Mafia.
lifestyle adjustments have you made in the
So,
last month?
Biggest thing was I did a month no drinking, and it's crazy. It's crazy.
How
food
do
started
you
to taste
feel?
better. I feel great.
You literally hit a level of feeling you forgot you had.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
You
I mean,
forget that it
you get
exists.
euphoria.
Yeah.
Euphoria. I mean, it's
It's actually pretty amazing.
the first 2 weeks brutal though. Social life was minimal.
Well,
I had
did
to
you get the whole nighttime sweets? Did you want to eat sweets at night?
Well, that's gonna get to my diet. But we're gonna get to.
What else? I'm saying, like when you were doing
It's a common craving.
I was saying when you were doing no boozing, because the Lord knows when I quit boozing.
That was my excuse. I was eating sweets regardless because I wasn't boozing. So I can't tell you if it was naturally or I just made up in my mind because someone else said that. I was like, oh, great. I got an excuse to eat candy.
It was definitely because of the booze. Because you know what, sugars and booze.
That makes sense.
Because literally, dude,
I sweated a lot the first 2 weeks.
oh god, yeah, you sweat a lot, and like literally, you
Could not stop
at
sweating.
nighttime. You're just like,
Cold sweating.
I want a fucking Snickers. Ooh, I want a Three Musketeers. I want chocolate. I want ice cream. You're like, why do I want this shit? Oh wait, I'm not out at 2 a.m. consuming all this sugar, so my body's trying to be like, hey,
It's so crazy.
feed me somehow, fucker.
You realize that everything you do, not everything you do, but every social event is based around drinking to
All
an
of it.
extent.
All of it.
It's
In
crazy.
Charlotte,
It's crazy.
in Charlotte.
or
I didn't do anything
unhealthy
for the first
food
2
at the
weeks.
least.
Yeah, I didn't do anything for the first
It's all
2 weeks.
consumption,
Boy, didn't
eating and
move.
drinking.
All I did was just grind, so that made things easy. Like I said, the social aspect was definitely the hard part. Then went out and then went out
FOMO's a
towards the end.
motherfucker.
Not even FOMO, just not putting yourself in the situation at first to want to drink, and then towards the end went out a couple times and not drinking. Not fun. Not fun at all.
Not drinking and going to
Going
a
to
bar
South End
is the worst day of your life.
With no drinks was torture.
It's miserable.
But then, so the sweet thing kind of helped me get a little bit better eating structure. So I'm good with either, like I said, that's why the month went well, because I'm either like, okay, fully commit or kind of half-ass. So I tend to eat cleaner when I'm trying to eat right. And what I would do is every day I ate clean, candy bar at night. Dead serious. Call it the candy bar diet. So if I wasn't drinking and I ate clean all day.
Is it actually, wait, is this an actual real diet?
No.
Or are you making this up
Making
yourself?
it
He
up.
just said, I call it.
Okay.
Whoa, hold on. How many calories in that candy bar?
220 typically.
I mean, that's nowhere close to a night of drinking.
No, not even.
That's
Not
what I'm
even.
saying.
It's better.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm
better.
saying.
That's
what I'm
like
saying.
2 shots.
That's what I'm saying. So
So it's
every
actually not
day I
that
ate
bad.
clean.
And
Now,
it
clean
is a
to me-
caffeine hit, too.
Yeah. It's actually not that bad.
So clean to me was mainly meats. Josh obviously sent me his diet, a couple weeks ago.
We'll get to it later.
Well, I know, but so I've restructured since then to make it more protein based. Still throwing in fruits and vegetables, but trying to stay away from grains. I love tortillas. Bread's not my thing. Tortillas are my thing. So trying to stay away from those. I know.
It's bread.
Tacos,
Potatoes.
quesadillas,
Potatoes are the worst.
burritos, French fries.
Potatoes are
I am a closet Mexican.
Me too. Which is good though, because you can go and get a lot.
I
Of
think
different
3 of us
Mexican dishes and be
actually
pretty
are
healthy.
Latino. That's it.
Hey, you know what? How about you just corn tortillas? Not bad.
Yeah, corn tortillas.
I like flour.
Oh, they actually make
Like
protein
nice
tortillas
flour
now.
tortillas.
They make protein based
For
tortillas.
some reason, corn tortillas are only good in Mexico.
They're not the same. They're
Nah,
not the same.
bro,
A corn
it's-
tortilla is not.
I'm
a flour
telling you, man.
tortilla.
If I get a
It's not.
taco in Mexico, corn all day.
Guys,
corn tortilla tacos here kind of suck.
It's
No,
like
there's
Diet
a-
Coke versus regular
Guys,
Coke.
there's a
It's
place
just no
off.
juice.
There's a place off South Boulevard called Lupita's.
That place is basic. That shouldn't even be like that. I'm telling you, they build a wall around it. It's not America. That place is amazing.
Exactly. You're welcome.
Is that the one in the former KFC building? Down
No.
on South Boulevard?
That's
Sure.
that's Pollo Comparo.
No.
That's a.
That was pretty good. I've had that.
I haven't had that.
KFC's still in business.
Yeah, but no. There's an ex-KFC that's out
Yeah,
there.
It was a former KFC.
And there's a-
Kentucky's still a state.
And there's a
Have you ever
Latin
tried the
American.
grilled chicken. That'd be good for.
There's a Latin American
Sodium
like
probably high.
chicken place that went in there that does grilled and fried chicken. Anyways, no, Lupita's is you can walk in there and buy like a pound of pork or a pound
Oh
of
yeah,
beef
no, I know
and
what
a
you're
pound of
talking about.
chicken and a pound of tortillas for like $9, and you're like, all right, done.
That's a deal.
Anyways, continue.
That should be your diet for the month. Lupita's diet.
Oh my god!
Maybe we
Shout
get
out to
sponsorship.
Lupita's.
You just cycle your
Maybe a
carbs
free
and just have
taco.
them every other day.
Yeah.
Taco.
Continue, anyways.
So yeah, and then
I'm
every
going.
day eat clean. Candy bar at night. So it's been good. And then I'm trying to. So the weekends were always my hardest part, whether it be drinking, and then the drinking leads to eating, then being hungover.
Free time is the devil.
Exactly. And the next thing you know, you got a pound of chicken wings in front of you and some French fries, and just going to work, especially with football on. I mean, nothing better on a Saturday or Sunday. Get some nice little bets in. So no football, lack of football's help for sure.
It's gonna hurt. Yeah.
Lack of football's help for
What are
sure.
we gonna talk
But,
about during the sports podcast?
No, it's been good.
Why do you think we're switching over to fitness?
NFL. We're in no fat league season.
Hey, guys! I'm not gonna lie to you. We are with a degenerate gambler at the table. Trust me.
Well,
He'll
we
be
got the
betting. He'll be
XFL
betting
coming
XFL pretty
I will not be
soon.
betting
We-
XFL.
we-
Liar.
Hockey, yes. Hockey, yes.
I say we transition more over to fighting.
I'm okay with that.
Goes
We can
down
do
to
that.
fights.
There's lots of
That's
fights.
been my way
There's
of,
fights every week.
Lots of
exercise as
headlines
well, though.
coming up,
There's
too.
Fights every
boxing.
week.
Okay, I know we have
My
Fury.
stamina has been ridiculous. boxing, not drinking for a month, and eating better. It's
Okay, so that was one of the things
crazy. Night and day.
that you don't realize until you actually have to exert yourself for something. So, little inside baseball. So the first time I was lost all the weight, I was going through my divorce, and I was already moved out of the house, but I still had some important, valuable items that were in the third floor of my house. So long story short, the ex-wife at the time was leaving for a trip for the weekend, and I had to stay at the house to watch our 9 dogs. And so I took that opportunity to move a bunch of stuff out. So in about 45 minutes, I ran up and down to the third floor, down to the first, to unload about 15 boxes weighing about 35 pounds, which doesn't sound like a lot until you're going up and down 3 floors consistently. And when I was done with that, I was flushed and I'd been working out, but I wasn't completely out of breath to where I'm just like, I was just like,
It's crazy.
it's like, oh, wait a second.
crazy.
I'm in shape as compared to I was 2 months before.
Well, my
And-
townhouse, I have 3 floors, and trust me,
And then later in the following summer, because that was in the winter, when I worked at the airport, at the end of a run in the 90-degree heat, unloading bags and going around that, I wasn't completely wiped out each and every time. It's like, oh, okay, now I get this. This is where I want to be. This is you feel good. You do, as you said, lifting heavy things is the best feeling. Doing that and not being completely exhausted, that makes you feel good.
I still got exhausted. Then I just went longer. The other day, it's funny you say the stairs. The other day, I was bored. The day I sent you guys the video, I actually was just going on a walk just to get out. I drive a lot for work, so I just like to get up, stretch, and walk around, see the crazy people around Plaza, and started running. Well, let me rephrase that.
I was
running.
My invitation of running, maybe a brisk walk with, times where knees got to chest, maybe slightly. And then I did the stairs. I live on the 4th floor, so I did the stairs 3 times after that. I could not move my legs yesterday. Couldn't move.
Running outside's
it
hard.
literally felt like there were knives in my knees. So yeah,
One
good though.
one morning I was really bored, and I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Couldn't go back to sleep. I didn't
That's
have to.
the worst.
I didn't have to work till 10:30, but I had to work like a game day, so like a 16-hour shift. I went to Fitness Factory because it was the only thing open, and I jogged from Fitness Factory back to my house uptown.
Oof.
I was hurting. It was bad. It was
It's
like
not
it
till
was
halfway
like 4.
you realize how bad of an idea
It was
is. but
4
then
and a
you're
half
already
miles.
committed. Yeah.
you're like, wait a second, I could do 4. No, I can't.
At what point did you this is terrible? Was it your first step?
First mile. No, because there was a hill. I was like, God damn it. That's why outside sucks so much. Be flat.
All
Running
right,
in Florida's great. Straight lines.
all right, Josh. So,
All right, guys. So we're talking about everyone's lifestyle changes and what they're doing differently. So my thing was, everyone does their New Year, New Me. My birthday is January 11th. New Year, New Me ain't fucking happening ever. So except one year when I was really stubborn. So I went to a trip to the Dominican Republic on the 22nd, and I had way too much fun. But this was planned. I was gonna have way too much fun, eat a bunch of food, do a bunch of drinking and other stuff, and then
Which is what originally began the February 1st date, because
Yeah.
January was not going to
Yeah,
start.
because January wasn't gonna happen, so we pushed it to February because I was gonna be an idiot. And then so we and then I just started thinking about so just like the whole eating clean and sustainable diet thing is doable, but it's not strict enough for me, so I'll veer off here and there. I'll be like, oh, well, I
Yes,
can have
I
this
agree with
this
that.
time, so I can have this time. So I decided just for this month, I'm gonna pick a diet that's super restrictive just to get my discipline up. And if I'm
Ease in, I like it.
if I'm stubborn and have a small choice of things I can pick from, then I can succeed. So I'm
There's less you
scrolling.
have to think about too.
Yeah, so I'm scrolling through and I'm leaning towards keto. Then, oh good lord, I discover this diet called the carnivore diet.
Bum, bum,
And
bum.
coincidentally, Joe Rogan just did it too.
Joe Rogan just did it, yeah.
And he lost 12 pounds.
And a lot of LA's doing it. It's
Yeah.
a really popular
So-
diet right now.
So now, as you've heard to everybody of the foods that they're not eating, everything they're trying to limit, and all this healthy food, I'm eating steaks and bacon and fucking eggs and cheese.
all
and
he ate was
drinking milk.
deer. It felt like all he ate was
Deer
elk and deer.
Yeah, but so and I'm eating all these fats, but I haven't touched a single carb. I haven't even eaten a vegetable. And fellas, I'm telling you, I'm on day 6 now, and the abs are trying to make a comeback. The abs are trying to make a comeback, and it seems to be working. Obviously, I know I can't eat fucking bacon for the rest of my life. It's going to clog my arteries. So I'm going to stick this out for a month, see how it goes. I already seem to be trending the right way. My energy is fine. I'm still an animal in the gym. I matched my bench press PR of 315 for reps yesterday, so I'm still just as strong.
How many reps?
I got 315 11 times.
Wow.
Yeah. So and that was my first set. Then from there I go up.
Yeah.
So I got that. I base my bench strength on how many times I can hit 315.
That's how mine.
Yeah.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
When you're a
I've
bigger
noticed
dude,
I'd ever-
the most I ever got
I've
315.
noticed I'd ever lift that much weight with my chest.
The
Ever.
most I ever got
No,
315.
No appeal to me at
my-
all.
my-
I'm tired. You talking about that shit.
My,
That sounds fucking terrible. I'm out.
my bench max 2 months ago, I hit 445.
My PR for 315 is 15 times.
Yeah. So now
Personal record.
so now before the trip I was benching, and I guess I had so much trip adrenaline to go to the Dominican Republic and be such a piece of shit. I banged out 11 with ease and then racked it.
out.
No, and then racked it because I wanted to fucking put it away and see how much heavier I could keep going. I had so much trip adrenaline, it was so bad.
What,
So
it felt like unbreakable?
Yeah.
You got some more weight.
yeah, exactly. So basically,
In your zone.
that's what I'm doing. I just showed the guys some of this fat is melting off. I'm doing the carnivore diet. I know everyone's going to tell me I'm going to die, and I don't care. So
That's what's gonna do it.
So basically,
That's his
but
bad
really,
habits.
I'm going to rename the diet. I'm going to call it the Lizzo diet minus candy.
When I lost the
pasta.
60 pounds, that's
Oh no, she's
a lot
throwing
of what I
back the
did.
potatoes. She's throwing back the starches.
I cut
Mac
out
But
and
she
cheese-
is a potato.
Mac and cheese on the low. You know that shit's under her bed.
I'd cut out all the
Mac
bread
and Lizzo.
and potatoes, and it was mostly meats. The only vegetables I eat with broccoli, and then I'd cut out sodas and sugars as much as possible. Obviously, there's stuff in foods, but I'm no added sugars, and that worked out really well for me. And because it's the potatoes and the bread that are so easy that it's God, I can't imagine anybody that works at Red Lobster can ever lose weight.
Dude, no,
Cheddar Bay
Oh,
biscuits.
dude, no, you really don't realize.
some ranch, too.
You really don't realize a burger ain't shit without a bun.
Yeah.
It's
It ain't.
not,
It ain't
it's not.
shit. It ain't fucking
It's
shit.
not. It's
And I
not
would
the
get that.
same. Don't throw a lettuce wrap on a burger.
Bro.
That's I hate.
But I
So-
mean,
no,
no, it's the
yeah.
calories and stuff.
Yeah, no. So the best part is I had to go. I was at work the other day, and the two cooks in the back on this day are they're Mexican and they don't speak much English. So I have to go to the back and explain to them that I'm on this diet to lose weight and I can only eat this, and that. And they're like, oh, okay, a diet. Yes, yeah. What do you want? And then they had to watch me dip a burger and bacon in queso.
because the
Because I
carnivore
need the
one,
fats.
the carnivore one is basically anything from an animal.
Yeah,
so
it's
so
exactly that.
cheeses, milks,
Yeah.
and meats.
So and basically, I can't just eat chicken and be lean because I'll have no energy. I'll absolutely crash. I need these high fats because when your body goes into ketosis, I'm sure most of you know this now because it's a fad. But when your body goes into ketosis, it doesn't have the carbs burn anymore, so it starts resorting to burning fat, and that's how people are losing weight.
And that's the thing is that it works. It's like I'm not a big dairy fan, so I could never like you had that with a glass of milk.
I can drink
Not
milk.
my thing.
I can.
Yeah, I'd be.
Hey, dude,
I'd be miserable the next 24 hours.
Dude, I'm telling you, I don't know if it's a Puerto Rican thing because James is the same way. I can drink milk breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I love it.
And cheese is I'm fine with cheese, but it's like I can easily not have that. But that
I would suck
that's a
dick
good-
for
that's-
cheese.
Bitches love cheese.
You throw a brick of Munster, you throw a brick of Munster and a brick of cocaine in front of me and tell me which one gets me more excited. It is a toss. I'm going for the cheese first
But that's one-
because I know after the Coke I can't eat the cheese, so I got to eat the cheese first.
So that's one of the things that I did. The only thing that I would do different was
He said monster.
I did have like
And the
an
Coke would
apple
clear
for
you out.
breakfast, 2 oranges for lunch. I'd have the meat meal for dinner, and then as a snack I'd have like 12 almonds because almonds tell your body to burn fat rather than store fat. So whenever I'd have my large, but the biggest thing in the meal for me when I lost to 60 is like just the one serving rather than going back and cleaning out everything else or have more extra because it's the portion for me. It's portion control because I can maintain. It's just like I get back down to that and that's what the bigger effort for me.
I can't do small portions, so I just have to work out like an animal.
Yeah. And that's why I have to have the physical activity because if I can do that, then I can balance out the other portion. And the other thing is I can have my large portion the one time, just don't go back at like 12 a.m. and it's like, oh, hey, 12 p.m., 12 a.m. at 12:01 and have that meal at the middle of the night before going to bed.
So ultimately, Jerry, what's your goal?
A 1 in the front, which
Okay.
would be probably the amount of weight that all of you want to lose combined.
How many inches?
I think that would probably get me down to about a 33 inch waist, and I'm probably 38 and a half, maybe 39, just short of that. It's hard to tell because once you have pants at a certain size, they stretch out to fit. So I don't know if it's actually a 38 or if it's actually bigger than that.
Yeah,
true.
It's definitely bigger. Yeah, I got.
But basically, it's probably over 50 pounds right now.
Yeah, see, I went from a 44 to a 36 last year, and I'm probably about at a 40 now.
Well, and the thing is, and it's easier for you to do that because your body shape is naturally V-like because you have terrifically broad shoulders. So even
Never
so,
noticed.
so it's hard to tell that when a lot of, unless you see pictures of you at different times on your stage, it's kind of hard for me to ever tell when you're like really big or really small unless you're wearing a tighter shirt, because your shoulders hide your midsection's size.
John is kind of like the moon. Like when you look at a picture of him, you can only see a partial time. You know what time of year it is.
Yes. No, kind of like that.
Kind of,
though.
yeah.
I mean,
you can
it's-
generally tell what time of the year it is by just taking a look at a photo and being
Like,
like,
oh, it's a half John. It's June.
yeah, it's half John's June. Oh wait, it's a full John. It must be February.
It's the danger of that is that for you is that you can feel that you're carrying it and that you can't tell.
No.
And you're like, oh, I'm about where I was, and then you see a picture from where you was. It's like, oh, that's 40 pounds.
Well,
different.
see, the problem with me is
Other people have to let you know because you don't tell because you see yourself every day.
Yes,
it's
yes.
fucking impossible.
True.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well,
whenever
no,
I see
no,
a picture
no,
of
no,
me,
that's the
and I'm like,
problem.
oh God, is this what I am?
I'm so tall, so my weight can fluctuate so much. I can put on 25 pounds and not really notice. It's fucking weird.
Well, my problem is the fact that the moment I start
Those
losing
food talk,
weight,
I'm getting hungry.
you can immediately tell that I'm losing weight, and then comes the compliments. Oh wow, you look great. Oh wow, you're doing so well. I'm like, shut up.
Let me have those fries.
Yeah, no.
Does anyone want to go to Chima today? I have gift cards. It's in my diet. I have seven
John,
$20
John is
off
steering
gift cards.
lasers through them.
You know what?
That sounds
Anyways,
phenomenal.
my biggest issue is the fact that I let shit go to my head too much. It's like, oh, you look great. I'm like, well, you know what? That's fine. That means I
That's
can
what's
let this.
happened.
I can let this cheeseburger slide because I'm doing well. And I keep telling people, especially those who were quote unquote my, the people that are my family that love me and girlfriends or whatever, are like, you look
Girlfriends.
great. You look great. You look great. You look great.
Stop lying.
Yeah, exactly.
That's my head. Yeah.
That's my head. Like, stop it.
Well,
You're making me complacent.
My girlfriend always telling me, "Baby, I love you. You look great. Your body." I was like, "Tell me I'm fat. Tell me I'm fat."
One of the things that I've noticed that, and I've discussed it with a couple other friends, and growing up, it was always clean up your plate, clean up your plate, clean up your plate, and always finish that. So I've always had a terrific difficulty of leaving food on a plate, even when I'm full, even when it's like, oh, I've had enough, I don't want more, but I see it there, it's like I've got to finish it, and that's always been part of my food discipline.
Yeah, for a while, I don't eat the full. I eat the pain.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
It's like
It's like as soon as you feel a little bit of space, and you're like, oh, I got to eat
No,
more, I got to fill it up. I was going to be a full tank.
Louis
Fill my
C.K.
void.
Louis C.K. does a whole bit about it. He's like, I don't eat to get full. Why don't I eat till I'm full? No, I eat till I hate myself.
Yeah.
And you're just like, man, I know that feeling. Anyways, so Josh,
That's exactly it, though, because as soon as you're done and you sit down, it's like, oh, that was good. Fuck,
Well, the
what
thing
did
is,
I do that
I know I'm fat when I'm ordering Postmates with my girlfriend. It's not bad. We each order a meal. When I'm ordering Postmates by myself, it's like, well, I got to get to this $15 free delivery limit, so now I got to order two
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
And I eat them both.
anyways, Josh, what's your goal?
Not order 2 dinners at Postmates. No. To get numerical value, I don't really want to lose as much weight. Just kind of get better shape, tone up a little bit. I'm
Body
sitting at
fat.
190. Yeah, I'd have to weigh what that is, so I'm not going to sit here and throw a guess out right now. I'd say it's definitely higher than it should be. So yeah, there we go. Body
You
fat.
look
so
like
we'll
you're
drop
about
down.
15%, maybe.
So then we'll say, I don't know, what's a realistic number?
Well, I mean, 15 is actually a pretty good number to be around. Honestly,
healthy.
these days it's healthy. Yeah.
So we want to be better than that. So we'll
12.
say 12. We'll say
Right.
12. So
Josh,
keeping the cardio going.
All right, mine's weird. I still got to weigh myself. I avoid the scale because I'm 6'9" and I'm incredibly strong right now, so I'm going to be heavy. So I'm probably coming in near 3 bills.
Yeah.
I'm probably flirting with 290, 300 pounds, if not maybe a little more. Like I said, I can gain 25 pounds and not notice. So I don't know. I don't really care about getting the number that low.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess
the number you want is body fat.
Yeah,
though.
I guess I'd like to get down to 280.
Should we have a person come over here and do the pinch test next
Definitely
podcast?
should. We definitely should.
Like, hey guys, get which one of our friends, our
Simon
personal
says
trainer,
pinch.
I'm
which
fasting all week.
which one of our personal trainer friends out there
my God.
wants to who wants to come on the show and do the pinch test and measure our body fats?
I don't need to officially be told I'm morbidly obese.
Calm down, Lizzo.
It's
Anyways,
like when Black Widow had to lift the hammer. That's a question I don't need answered.
That's a question I don't need answered.
all right, guys. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this podcast now. For future reference, hey, you know what, guys? I'm going to say submit your questions to us on Instagram or Facebook. We'll respond. If you have any questions about fitness,
Suggestions?
Yeah,
possibly?
suggestions. Hey, guys, I'm just saying, like,
We're open to everything. Criticize us, ridicule us, support us, whatever you want to do.
whatever you want to do. And
Don't support us.
Spite is a better
John says we
motivator.
can't be supported by
all day I feed on spite. Anyways, guys, happy
share, comment, like
subscribe.
at jkaufman322
Ma-
on
ma-
Instagram.
Make sure you get your ass in the gym today.
All 100 followers. I'm
And-
gonna go eat tacos. I think.
And follow us at Simon Says Podcast at on Instagram. So
I can't wait to get out of here and go eat some beef and bacon. and
Sounds
call
actually
it dieting.
God, that sounds so good.
Yeah, yeah.
Big glass of fucking milk.
I'm still
I
fasting.
can do almond milk.
Are we done?
Doesn't come from an animal. Can't drink it.
There was a point in time
Oh.
when I was all highfalutin and everything. When I was married, they had fresh milk deliveries. Now they would deliver strawberry milk like from a dairy.
Ooh.
That I would drink.
Now,
That
now,
was awesome.
now, the only thing that really is annoying about this carnivore diet thing is on days where I have to work out and then go to work, like you start dragging a little bit. So I've cheated with coffee once or twice.
But again, that's
not
just
cheating,
weird.
that's called living.
black
It's called
coffee,
living.
nitro cold brew, 5 calories.
But again, that's
You know?
kind of like regular people thing. So that's not
Yeah.
necessarily bad. That is like a normal
Black
thing.
coffee's fine.
Especially since you work out before 10 by 10, 11, and you
It
and you
depends.
work for like until
Yeah, I either work out at 10 a.m. or I work out at 1 p.m.
Yeah.
It's usually right around there. And then if I work out at 1 p.m., I have to go directly from the gym to work.
Yeah, so, I mean,
I'm
that's-
tired.
yeah, that's an expected
And then
thing.
there's a Starbucks on the fucking way.
Yeah.
You know.
So one thing before we end this real quick, what's everyone's kind of workout routine they've been doing? I know.
Are we
you
still
guys said-
recording?
yeah.
Oh, ha!
I know, like what? So like Josh, you do like chest one day, arms one
All right,
day,
all
or
right.
what's
Here, check
what's
it
like a
out. So
normal breakdown?
I got rid of arms because it was just like it was a pain in the butt because I would do like
Said nobody ever.
no. I mixed it in with everything else because I would do arms and triceps on the last day, and then I got to do chest the next day, and it would fuck my bench up. So what I started doing is chest and tricep day is one day
Okay.
because it's similar muscles.
Right.
So I always start with bench first. So I'll do about 5 to 6 lifts, good lifts. Most of them about
Like bench,
well, my bench, I usually I do lifts about 3 to 4 sets. Bench, I have to do so many warm up sets because I have to get up so high and I don't want to hurt myself. I
Right.
start all the way down at 135, then I go to 225, then I go to 275, then I go to 315, then I go to 335, then I go to 365, and I'm done. Sometimes I go to 405.
Yeah,
but
see.
but if I want to get, and
You have a
I'll,
goal weight on this diet? Try hit 425.
I've already benched 445. That's my max. I can do 425 right now.
450.
Oh, guys, tornado warning. Be safe. This storm's
I saw the picture and I thought you were making code. But no. All right, yeah. All right. So there so I'll do chest and then I do I do 3 different types of cardio. I'll either do 10 to 15 minutes of elliptical sprints, 20 seconds on, 20 seconds off. That's my HIIT training. Then I'll do some days I'll just walk on the treadmill at a 7 incline at 3.5 for 30 minutes, which at my weight I burn 500 calories doing that. And then the other days I'll literally just run 1 to 2 miles on the treadmill. So those and then I mix those cardios. I try to lift and do a cardio after each day.
no warm up cardio.
Nah, I mean I kind of just use my multitude of warm up sets as my warm up. I stretch before I lift.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I stretch. I mean that gets
Oh,
the
yeah,
body
gotta stretch,
that gets the body
yeah.
moving. I take a nice dump after the coffee, nice and loose.
You know what? I was actually watching that.
Don't worry about one slipping out when you're lifting.
Yeah. No, I can't risk it, bro. Not on squats. All right, so Monday is chest and triceps. Tuesday is legs. Wednesday is back day, the greatest day ever. And Thursday is shoulders. Oh, on back day I do biceps too. I forgot.
Okay.
So on back day I also do
So
biceps.
you do chest,
Chest and triceps, back and biceps. You use the similar muscles, pulls and pushes.
That makes sense.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
then
push.
Thursday.
You do push pull
I've been doing,
leg.
like, more
Yeah,
full
exactly.
body.
Well, and then Thursday I have like a shoulder day. I like shoulder day. Shoulder
I
day.
like shoulder
Shoulder day
days,
is my
too.
quickest, easiest day.
Yeah, I like shoulder
Yeah,
days.
shoulder day is a hard cardio day. I'll do abs about three of about. If I work out 6 days that week, I'll do abs like 4 days, 3 to 4 days, because you don't. I mean, you can do them every day, but I don't want to do them every day.
Yeah. So for me personally, I typically like to go to the gym when I normally go. I like to go about 6 times a week. Monday for me is always chest day. I typically like to do bis and tries on Tuesday. I would love
But
to
your tries are a little fried from chest day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. At the same time, it also gives me like a nice burn that I probably wouldn't get otherwise. Because when I typically do chest, I fry my chest and tries right then and there.
My pecs cramp later
Yeah.
in the day sometimes.
So like for me, I basically will throw in a bi
Gotta
try.
hurt.
Yeah, it does.
The worst is when you do chest and triceps and your triceps start cramping and you have to walk around like a T-Rex.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's happened to me at work.
try to
I'm just
shower?
like, hey, what do you want?
Trying to shower, wipe your ass is terrible. Anyway, so chest.
At the same time,
Yeah. So anyways,
It's efficiency.
so chest day, I typically like to do.
just turn around and bend over.
I do typically 6 to 8 different exercises on chest day. Normally 4 sets of 12.
That's unnecessary.
It depends on what I'm doing.
That's shocking.
I mix in triceps and only do 6 lifts.
Yeah, well, I like to. It's been either I'm not pushing myself hard enough, or I don't have a workout buddy. Either or. Typically, I've realized that when I work out with other people, I tend to push myself harder. So I actually only need about 6 exercises. So it typically, depending on how I'm feeling, takes about 6 to 8 exercises for me to feel that burn. A lot of flies. Different.
I like flies.
Yeah, a lot of different flies. On Tuesday, I'll do bis and tries. Typically do about 3 exercises per muscle group. On Wednesday, it's typically shoulder day or back day. It's actually back day typically for me. And then I will do shoulder day on Thursday and then leg day on Friday. So I give myself a nice little gap between back day and leg day because I like to throw in deadlifts and also
I usually throw in deadlifts on leg day.
bent over rows and stuff like that. So I'll switch it up actually. Oh. So and then typically I'll do 15 minutes of cardio to warm up. I don't stretch, but I did see recently that those they have those new machines now. They're like super vibrating machines that like you stand on or you do planks on, and it stimulates your muscles. And I saw my gym has one of those machines, so I'm gonna start.
Your gym has a vibrator?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna start doing a warm up plank set on there to like stimulate my body because literally it warms up all your muscles and it's really good for like 5-10 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes of that just to get a warm up on everything else. So after that warm up, I'll do my lifts, and then typically I'll do about 15 to 30 minutes after post. Once I start getting really serious, I will start doing fasted cardio, about 45 minutes, and then I'll lift at night. But we're a ways from there.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Well, you have goals. You have something to set your mind to. So that's good work towards.
So how about yourself?
I'm doing more like so I've been doing weights 2 to 3 days a week. Always start with legs. I mean, I know I do more of a full body approach since I am. I do at least 2 full bodies, and then one day I'll throw in abs, and then I do about 3 to 4 boxing each week, and then one of those boxings I'll throw in some cardio while I'm doing them. Lunges or something like that. So nothing crazy, just getting up, making sure the heart stays up, the cardiovascular health is going good. Want to throw in some more weight days, but if I'm getting 5 or 6 days a week and I'm splitting those between boxing and weights, I'm good with that. I'm gonna try to throw in. I want to get 2 night sessions in. I have a gym in my apartment, so I did 1 running session this weekend at night, and then I wanted to try to do weights as well. So just switching it up, doing something different, making sure I'm not getting burnt out, but going up in weights and challenging myself. So I always start with legs, and then just like I said, I just do the main body groups. So I'll do like 3 sets of legs or something. So I'll do like squats, leg press, curls, and then like do arms, chest, back. Just keep it moving the whole time though. I don't really take many breaks. I just get in, get out. So like 45 minutes to an hour, but I'm like constantly moving the whole time. I got ADD real bad. So if I go in the gym,
if you got an empty gym, you can work out in 45 minutes.
Yeah,
easy.
At 5:30 in the morning, it's empty. So I mean, I literally just move and the whole time, and it keeps me going, especially in the morning because I got to get. And I hate when people are like, "Oh, I'm not a morning person," all that shit. I'm not either, but I can't go work out at 6 to 8 o'clock. It's just not my optimal time. But everyone does have their right time, so finding the right time is huge.
You can say that, but if you work out in the morning, the entire rest of your day is easier.
It is.
It makes
you
feel
it really
it makes you feel so much better.
You get that. I get that slight crash probably about 2 hours, 3 hours after. But eat a good little meal, and I'm going, and that's been helping as well. Going to more of a whole food approach. Like I said, a lot of fruits, vegetables, and meats, and making sure I'm staying out on those. So I've noticed a difference. Are
you cooking most of your own food?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's big.
Went to the grocery on a Saturday.
Eating out is a diet killer.
Oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely. And when I do eat out, I'm making sure it's stuff that I can control. When you get meats and stuff like that, it's hard for them to put hidden calories in it. Obviously, you get
Butter.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but you gotta.
Fits in the carnivore diet.
It does.
You gotta give and take at some point. I'm not gonna, if I'm out on the road and I find somewhere and I'm getting some chicken and they can throw some butter on it, good. Give some flavor.
Me and Allie wants to go on a date Friday. I'm like, all right, we'll go to Angeline. She's like, you can eat Italian food. I was like, I can eat pork and veal meatballs and a steak.
That's a good point.
Yeah,
I like the way you think. That's what I like the way you
Meatballs
think.
for days.
I haven't been there yet. I need to go
Angeline's
there. Yeah.
pretty good, right next to Ink and Ivy.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's pretty
I
good.
need to go there.
Anyways, so Jerry, you said you are more of a
Walking cardio.
walking cardio.
And the thing is,
We gotta get Jerry in the gym.
Josh's job causes physical activity. But before that, when I worked at the airport, I was the only one whose job actually required physical activity all the time. And so I've always been pretty good with that, but I just have to be a little more consistent. And And that's I would like to get to that, but I'm not there now.
Well, that's
the cardio
why
thing is the losing the weight is the biggest thing for me.
Well, that's why we started this podcast, guys, to hold each other accountable. So, anyways,
Yeah.
Well, the beautiful thing about just wanting to lose weight is technically you don't have to work out to do it.
Yeah,
you really don't. No.
that's
You
the
don't.
diet
It just
control
helps,
thing.
yeah.
Well, everyone knows it's 80%
It's
diet.
a bad question, but how's everyone's water intake? You wouldn't be able to tell by this podcast. I'm the only one who's got water here.
I dry mouth like a motherfucker.
I
forgot my bottle.
Only one with water here. I'm
I
disappointed.
drank a quarter.
Simon says hydrate at all times.
I drank a quarter of a gallon of milk before I came here.
I've been putting lemon in my water too. Get a little change. of pace.
Lemon and some mineral pink salt.
I can't have
Okay.
lemon. Can't have lemon.
Can't have lemon.
Can't
That's
have
right.
lemon.
It's a vegetable and fruit. All right, guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. I'm gonna go ahead-
The chef at my job was like, "Honey comes from an animal." I was like, "Not, it can't have sugar."
I mean, he's got a point though. He
He
really
does have
does.
a point.
No,
Raw
it
organic honey,
comes
technically.
from animal plant fucking. It's weird.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and cut
Could you
this
say it's animal
podcast
jizz?
off. You guys have any
Jizz.
last things you want to say?
Be healthy.
Jay Kaufman 322 Instagram.
Carnivore
That felt
diet.
good.
Carnivore diet. I'll keep you updated. Instagram at JSquatch. Squatches and Sasquatch.
Yeah, and follow us at Simon Says Podcast on Instagram.
Maybe I'll get douchey and post some fitness stuff.